Nation Tarot. It's your girl Asia, and I am here to bring you guys another message. This message may or may not resonate with everyone watching. If this message doesn't resonate, it's not part of your story. But if it does resonate, I hope you find clarity. I hope you find confirmation in this message, because that is my intention. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, for those of you who are returning. And thank you so much for those of you who are here for the first time. Welcome. All right, fam. So again, please use your discernment when watching tarot. This may or may not resonate with everyone watching, but let's see what spirit wants you to know. Whatever comes out, fam. So these are general messages, clear and concise message for the collective, benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides. Clear and concise message. What does the collective need to know? I just saw envy. Let's see. These messages again may or may not resonate. I'm seeing heartbreak. So the first card out is always the most potent energy. Let's see. Any evil eye, dark magic, spell work that is sent to harm me or my collective, may it be returned to sender. Ashe and amen. All right, we got action. So somebody here could have a decision to make. Hey, DP. Somebody here could have a decision to make. I got cornucopia. What else? We got an angel of strength. Somebody here could be 50. And I got rest and rejuvenation. In the split, like I said, we got this heartbreak, heartbroken energy, and we got Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael deals with the root chakra, and the root chakra, the mantra is I have. So this is situated where your tailbone is, your root chakra. Somebody here could be 35. Peace, fam. How's everybody? Happy Friday. Okay. I hope you guys have plans for the weekend. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. All right, let's clarify this energy. Clear and concise message. So somebody here could have a decision to make. Now, I am being drawn by the number 17 on this action card. And 17 in tarot, the 17th major arcana card is the star. So this could be a wish fulfillment, or this could be about alignment. You know, whatever this decision is, could be aligning somebody with their true purpose, putting this person on a path towards their destiny. But let's see. This may have something to do with a wish fulfillment. I see justice being served. I see somebody here growing strong and confident. I see somebody here recovering. Peace is restored in their life. Whoever this person is, they could have suffered some sort of brokenheartedness. A cycle of their life came to an end, but it came to a tragic end. What is this action? Why is action here? The Hierophant could be the ending of a connection, a marriage, a contract. Taurus energy. By the way, happy birthday, Taurus. Y'all season almost up. But happy birthday to those of you who are still celebrating. There's a contract that's ending. I got an Ace of Pentacles. But when one door closes, another door opens. So there's a new opportunity here. The Four of Cups. You could be telling me that you're ready for this new opportunity. You are so over it. You could be discontent. You could be bored. Life could have got real stale. No wonder I'm seeing a decision. Somebody here has a decision that they're making. Why is the Hierophant in the reverse? The King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I could be talking to a fire sign. You don't have to be a fire sign. But the good thing about the King of Wands is he or she knows what they want. Hey, Pink Bow Tarot. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for being here. This person knows exactly what they want. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Shaka. Chaka, I'm sorry. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I ain't butchering that. I'm sorry if I did. My bad. But the King of Wands knows exactly what he or she wants. And I say he or she because gender doesn't matter. This is a leader. This is somebody here who they take the lead, they take action. Once they know what it is that they want, that's why he's holding that wand. That wand represents passion, desire. So, and I feel like this person, they're making this decision. The Eight of Pentacles here in the reverse could represent a time of not being focused, or somebody here, you stop putting in effort, or you stop working towards something. Something that you used to put effort towards, you used to focus on. I feel like you're changing your trajectory of focus. And I feel like this person is taking advantage of a new opportunity. What's this Ace of Pentacles? There's a new opportunity here. Yeah, well, whoever this is, you definitely are dropping some sort of burden. Something that could have been weighing heavily on you. You're letting that go. What else for this Ace of Pentacles? This is somebody's opportunity to let go of a burden. The Page of Wands just hit the floor. So somebody here, you could be telling me that you are optimistic and curious about what the future holds. Optimistic, curious about the future, and the Magician in the reverse. You could be telling me that what you're walking away from was some heavy manipulation. For somebody, this could also represent spell work, Gemini energy. Or it could just be a loss of power, loss of control. Why is cornucopia here? Cornucopia, to me, because it's represented by the number 11, is justice. Justice is served. Cornucopia could represent how peace is being restored. Somebody here is able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Now somebody here can actually have joy in their life. And it just feels like a sigh of relief. I just sighed. It could feel like a breath of fresh air. Somebody here, you're defending yourself, or you're standing up for what's right or what you believe in. What's this cornucopia? The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So whatever was happening in the past, I feel like something was one-sided. Again, it feels like somebody could have been under heavy manipulation. Somebody here was deeply oppressed. So something was one-sided. What else for cornucopia? It was unfair, like it was unequal balance in a situation. This contract, this marriage, this relationship, because I do have the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents contracts. So somebody here, I just got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. There was a lot of distraction, a lot of distracted energy. There could have been a lot of arguing between two people, or I just get that something was stuck. Somebody here wasn't moving forward. And I feel like whoever this is, they were putting out more than their partner or whoever they were in this contract with. What else for this cornucopia? The Two of Wands. I also feel like somebody here was stuck in indecision. You could be telling me that you were stuck in indecision for quite some time. Like you couldn't make a decision for a while. It was hard. It was difficult to walk away. I keep picking up on this energy of somebody here. Walking away feels like failure, but that's not actually the case. Especially not in a situation like this, where somebody here is being manipulated or somebody here is being oppressed. Walking away is not a failure. Why is the Angel of... Well, let's see. Why was it hard to make a decision? What's this Two of Wands in the reverse? Why was it hard to make a decision? Somebody here just couldn't let go. It's like somebody here, they kept trying to compromise with someone, or they kept trying to make it work. It's like, Spirit is like, you can't force this. Yeah, somebody here could have been trying to force the issue. And I feel like, you know, this is what kept this person in this indecision area, or, you know, vibe, because they really wanted to make it work. But sometimes what's not meant for you is not meant for you. This person could have been constantly experiencing roadblocks or hardships because they kept trying to force something. What else for this Two of Wands in the reverse? Why has somebody had a hard time making a decision? Because it was family. Because it was family involved. Ten of Cups. I'm seeing children. So that could be, yeah, that makes sense. Again, somebody here really struggled with the thought of failure. Somebody here really wanted a happy family. Somebody here was trying to, you know, kind of force that. That's what I'm seeing. Why is the Angel of Strength here, though? So the Angel of Strength, somebody here could be 50. Why is this coming out here? I am still seeing this Seven of Wands energy. Somebody really needed to stand up for themselves. Somebody here was missing seeing something for what it truly was. But they learned. I just saw Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. You could be an air sign. So whoever this person was, or whoever I'm picking up on, you could be telling me that you were dealing with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be the mother of your children. This could be a mother figure. Whoever this person is, they was really codependent and really clingy. This could also represent somebody here who expected you to take care of them. They expected you to give to them, even if that meant that they didn't give anything in return. This is somebody that could have been like lazy, or they just felt entitled. What else? Ooh, and then the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups in reverse. This could be the same person. Not only was this person entitled, but they also was very emotionally manipulative and clingy. Definitely emotionally clingy. This is the type of person that they use their emotions to like control the situation, to manipulate things. Or this is somebody that, I don't know why I'm hearing borderline. Is anybody familiar with borderline personality disorder? So borderline personalities are like the type of people that if they don't get their way, they'll threaten something drastic. They take drastic measures. Like they may threaten to hurt themselves, you know? This is a very codependent, toxic codependent energy that somebody had here. Damn. Okay, what else for this angel of strength? I feel like you're this angel of strength, whoever I'm picking up on, because you really had to put up with this. This is the type of person that, I mean, how do I put it? Like, they'll call your boss on the job and whine and complain that you need to come home, and, or I don't know how to put this. Like, this is somebody that could have been codependent on substances too. This is somebody that wanted you in their life, but you enable them. They used you as a crutch. I hope I'm explaining this right, or to the point where you could understand. Just because they were your children's mother, that made it okay for them to just give up on life and expect you to carry them. Does that make sense? I got the world energy. This cycle has come full circle. Whatever was going on in this, you know, situation, it's come to an end. And this could be the point where this person, whoever I'm picking up on, you had the decision to make. Enough is enough. Because somebody here really was not trying to help themselves. They weren't. They totally gave up. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You literally ain't had no choice. You were at, your back was up against the wall, or you were at a point in your life, it was like, you know, as much as you cared emotionally for this person, as much as you wanted this person to thrive, they really weren't making it easy. Definitely heavy manipulation. Heavy manipulation. This is the type of person won't get no job. They won't clean up. They don't take care of themselves like they should. Yeah, draining. Very draining. So anyway, somebody here, you recognize that this cycle has ended. The world. And I feel like I'm talking to a person that was strong enough, courageous enough, and brave enough to say, I'm done. That's what it looks like, fam. I got rest and rejuvenation. You probably needed to do this. Whoever I'm picking up on, this was probably detrimental to your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. Is this the type of person that will, you know, put you in the hospital? You could have started to have anxiety issues, or you could have started having problems. because of this person. This person's energy is so toxic and so negative and so, gosh, what are the words that I'm trying to come up with? Just so codependent on you. They just can't do nothing without you. What is this rest and rejuvenation? Somebody here could be born on the 19th. And very immature. And very full of excuses. This person always had an excuse for why they were the way they were. Oh, I can't get a job because my back, my feet hurt, it's just so, you just don't want to help yourself, do you? You just don't want to. It's like having another child. What else for this rest and rejuvenation? Anyway, I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you're not going to continue to be this person's victim. You coming out of this energy. You're not going to use me as an excuse so that you can continue to be a nobody. So that you can continue to just not try. I feel like that's what they did. It's like once they saw that you had compassion for them, they just milked that shit. That's what I'm getting. What else for this rest and rejuvenation? Yeah, it was time for you to nurture yourself. Because in a situation like this, you're always giving. You're constantly giving and pouring out and pouring into someone else. It's literally overwhelming. There's no time for you. There's no time to take care of yourself or find happiness and joy being, chase your dreams or. So you were void of nurturing love. Like, who was loving you while you was loving this person? So yeah, whoever I'm picking up on, you had to get away from this. This was toxic. Why is Archangel Michael here? Archangel Michael deals with the root chakra. The root chakra is where your tailbone is situated, and the mantra is, I have. It was something about this person's negative mindset. It was starting to infiltrate your mindset. Because you were around somebody like this, their energy started to penetrate your energy. You could be telling me that you started feeling like you didn't have enough, or you started questioning your own self-esteem or your own ability to make something shake. I don't know how to put that. Somebody here was just draining you to the point where you couldn't have freedom. You couldn't have a life. What is this? This could be somebody's mom. This could be somebody's mom. Anyway, somebody here could be 35. Whoever I'm picking up on. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This started to create an atmosphere where you, I don't know how to put this, you were no longer believing in yourself. Or maybe you lost yourself in this connection. But I see the star. And remember, when we started this reading, I said the number 17 was given the star energy. And that's literally what's come out now, the star. I don't know if you can read Roman numerals, but that's 17. But I just feel like you had to let go and let God. You had to let go. You had to let this person go and just hope for the best. It was detrimental to your health. I'm telling you, like, if you didn't do this, you would continue to just be in an atmosphere of misery. And it's like Misery Love Company. Why am I thinking of the movie Misery? Anybody familiar with that movie, Misery? Remember the lady, she was obsessed with the author, the book writer, and she finally met him, And then she seduced him into her home. And then once he got into her home, she poisoned him. And then she immobilized him. Like, he literally couldn't leave. Yeah, with Kathy Bates. Yep. Ugh. And you know, when I think about that movie now, she had some issues. Yeah, she was borderline. Yes. So listen, for those of you who are not familiar with personality disorder, borderline, let me tell you, borderline personalities, normally they're feminine, normally they're women, but men can be borderline. They are so overly dramatic with it. It's bad, fam. These are the type of people that will, you know, do suicide gestures, and like, not that they want to hurt themselves, but they'll literally go to the extent just to get your attention. It's all for attention. Be careful. We talking about personality, so there's no cure for that. Okay? You had to move on from this. Yeah, I feel like you had a hard time letting this person go because you feared any bad news. It was like that he had 7 personalities. Oh Lord. They'll use the children. Oof. They'll use whatever. It's all about attention, and it's toxic, and it's emotionally manipulative. And if you're not staying on top of your game, you'll find yourself wrapped up in it. And it's hard to remove yourself from it once you're in it, because you literally will feel like you are failing somebody. And that's what I feel like you got to that point where you're like, you know what? I have to let you go. Page of Cups in the reverse. You had fear of hearing some bad news, though. This could be bad news for whoever this person is, too. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This mother figure. That, yeah, ooh, that probably sent them to the mental facility. Somebody here had to get checked out. Somebody here had to go talk to somebody. Somebody here could have put on one of them jackets that make you hug yourself. I'm not trying to be funny, fam, but like, to tell a borderline person that you're going to let them go, that could have sent them over the edge. That was confirmation. Yeah, this was bad news. What is this bad news for this? How does, well, yeah, bad news is this relationship is coming to an end. 4 of Wands in the reverse. And you know what? When I think, I'm going to have to watch that movie, Misery. I remember he tried to negotiate with her. He tried to play on her sympathy. He tried to make nice compliments about her. He tried. He really tried. She broke that dude ankles. He couldn't escape. That's a classic movie. If you have not seen it, you need to check that movie out. Very diabolical. She wanted that man all to herself. She smashed his legs and he couldn't leave. Yeah. Peace. Hey, beautiful. Then re-injured them again. Yeah, it was, ooh. Okay. And this doesn't have to be physical injury, fam, but the way that this person is using their emotional manipulation, it's just hard for you to walk away from this. This ain't easy to walk away, especially if you have children with this person. You got children with this person? This person could be an unfit parent. Thank you so much. Reflections, beautiful. What else for the Page of Cups in reverse? Yeah, they don't want you to go. You ain't going nowhere. I'm going to take away all your capability or all of your ability to think that you're going anywhere. I'm going to dominate. This person was dominant. They dominated the circumstances. They're very clever. The thing about it is, This person was not no dummy. They were very smart. They knew just how to pull at your heartstrings. They knew exactly what to do to make the situation turn in their favor. But they use emotion. See, that's the difference between narcissists and borderlines. Borderlines is going to use them emotions. They're going to be real dramatic with it. Whereas narcissists, they're manipulative too, but they use force and control. I mean, it's the same thing. I hope this is making sense, y'all. The only reason why I know about these personality disorders is because I had to teach this when I was in the uniform. I had to teach it. And there's many, many more personality disorders. Narcissism and borderline is only 2. But there's like 12 of them things. But anyway, somebody here, and the thing about it, the overall thing about any personality disorder is, the overall thing to remember is, it is never their fault. They will always never take accountability, never take responsibility. Never, ever, ever, ever will it be their fault. And there's nothing you can do or say to convince them otherwise. That's the problem with personality disorders. And that's why I said whatever this was, it was detrimental to your health. Because if you stayed in this, you were going to get wore the hell out. Not them. They're always the victim. Yes. It's very draining to live with someone with the personality. And I'm not diagnosing this person, but they show fit in the traits. They show fit in some of the characteristics. Why is broken heart here? I feel like this did break your heart. I feel like it is heartbreaking to have to walk away from somebody like this. Because, I mean, again, I'm picking up on somebody here. You don't give up on people you love. You care about this person. You genuinely care, especially if this is the mother of your children. Like, obviously, you care about them. And you don't want to see them brokenhearted. But they got a problem. What's this broken heart? They got a problem that stems well beyond, yeah, it's family. Family. This is what makes this so hard. Heartbreaking. Is because family is involved. What else? What was that? You just can't compromise with this person. There is no way to make everybody pleased and happy. Somebody is going to suffer. And I feel like you're tired of suffering. Yeah, there it is again. So we got strength coming out again. I feel like that's you. You're the one that had to find the courage and the strength to say, I got to go anyway. I got to do what I got to do anyway. Even if it breaks somebody's heart, even if there's sadness, even if I have to walk away from the family for a minute and, I don't know, do some things to get things in order, maybe in the court system. This was not easy. My heart goes out to whoever this is resonating with. But if you did not make some sort of like bold move, nothing would have changed, fam. Nothing would have changed. Leo energy could be significant. So what signs do I have out here? I got Taurus energy. I got Leo, Gemini. Then we have Aquarius. Capricorn is here. But the signs really don't matter. And don't get too wrapped up in that. But yeah. Dang. All right. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you could be telling me that you are thankful for if you have already moved on. You are so thankful that you got out of this. I got appreciation here. Because I feel like you were in a situation here where you weren't appreciated anyway. So, I don't know. I just feel like you are so thankful, very grateful. Because I feel like this was something happened to where there was an open door of opportunity for you to escape. I don't know what it looked like, whether it was a breakthrough, like an epiphany, a realization, or if it was a turn of events. I don't know what it was, fam, but you got God saying, here's your opportunity. So anyway, I feel like you're very grateful. What's this appreciation? Somebody here could be born on the 15th of the month. Yeah. Now somebody wants to return. Somebody wants you back because they miss how you invested in them. They missed that. Ain't nobody going to invest in them like you did, but this was a karmic cycle. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Sagittarius energy. Somebody here wants you to come back. They want you back. But I feel like they want you back because they want you to continue to give to them. They want you to continue to invest in them. Peace, fam. But you ain't about to go back to this karmic-ish. You're not about to continue this toxic cycle. As a matter of fact, you have found your door to value. You have realized so much about yourself to the point where you value yourself more now. And since you are now loving yourself, because remember we had the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and I said, who's loving you? Now you're turning this energy around. You're finding a way to nurture yourself, take care of yourself. And I feel like there's an increase in money as well. You could be focusing on building financial wealth for your family. So if you do have children with this person, that's what you're focused on. Making sure the kids are straight. Making sure the kids are good. Yeah, because you're not about to leave that. You're not about to let that go to the wayside. That's not your MO. That's not who you are. But you can't stay with their mother, or you can't stay in this situation, or the father, put it however it resonates. You just can't stay in that environment. But you're going to make sure that you take care of your responsibility. And you had to get yourself together. You had to, you know, you had to bounce back. Get your health in order. What else? Get focused. So you could be telling me that you got a better job. Yeah, there's that 7 of Wands again. You are definitely defending yourself. And if anybody feels any kind of way about what you decided to do, you like have several seats. Shut your ass up. Because I know you didn't have to deal with this person. I did. So I'm going to need you to have several seats. Like, I really feel like you are standing firm on your decisions. Despite how people feel about it. Because I don't know, you could have this person's family members could be like, you're a deadbeat, you're this, you're that. They could just be trying to tear you up, tear you apart. Because all they do is listen to this borderline person anyway. And all this borderline person gonna do is complain and talk about you. So they didn't, you know, defamed your character. They making you look like you are the worst person to ever walk the face of this earth. You don't care about that. You don't care about that. You standing your ground. Yeah, you keeping your head up. And you doing what you got to do. You keeping receipts. You just, I don't know, you just doing things different. You operating different to make sure that everything stays clean and clear. Because you know what you're dealing with. You know exactly what this, look at this, heartbreak again. You are healing though. This is the difference between these two heartbroken energies. This was the energy when you had to make the decision. It was heartbreaking, but I feel like you're healing. Now you got the heartbreak in the reverse, meaning that you're recovering. Yeah, this is much better, much better. And I feel like I being led to say you made the right decision. I'm being led to say keep moving forward. The overall energy, I told you guys, the first card out is the most potent energy. This was about a decision. And I feel like you made the right decision. No doubt about that. If somebody even trying to assassinate your character and assassinate your life. Somebody here was trying to, I mean, and it's so crazy because the full moon in Scorpio we just had is known as the assassin's moon. So you made the right decision, love. You made the right decision. And full moons illuminate, full moons expose. So yeah, you saw the truth. You saw exactly what the heck is going. You know what's going on. These people that feel some kind of way about you walking away from your family or whatever the hell, these people just need to be quiet. They weren't there. You were there. And I'm just hoping that that toxic, you know, defamation of character and bitterness does not penetrate the children. I hope the children, I mean, to be honest with you, this is what I've observed. And I don't know, maybe I'm different, but I've always observed no matter how bad a parent talks about the absent parent, the children are going to make up their own decision in the end. They're going to make their own judgment at the end of the day. They get to make up, you know, not make up, but they get to, you know, they will decide. So, you know, you had to put that aside as far as your decision too. You had to, you know, not worry about that, because you know this person, the mother of your children, will do that. They'll drag your ass through the mud and tell the kids that you ain't shit either. So I feel like you persevered despite that as a challenge as well. Yeah, and I just feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You feel so free. You feel so free. You're like, damn that, I gotta go. With the Knight of Wands. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the fact that you was like, oh, hey, I gotta do it. I gotta do what I gotta do. You went from being resistant to letting go or moving on to getting the hell out of Dodge with the quickness. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I mean, I can't sit here and say that I don't blame you. I can't. Clear and concise message. What were the lessons? First of all, we got a blocked third eye chakra. It says may feel non-assertive, afraid of success, bad intuition, or make you egotistical. So you could be telling me that back in the day, before you made this decision, your third eye was blocked. It was time for you to connect to your intuition. So part of the lesson learned here taught you how to trust yourself, how to trust your instincts. Yeah, look, abusing power. I told you, you was dealing with somebody here who was borderline abusive. It says uses gifts as a means of manipulation, power, or some selfish personal benefit. So when your third eye cracked open, you saw it. Look, didn't I talk about somebody feeling entitled? See what I'm saying? When your third eye cracked open, when you activated your third eye chakra, you saw it. It says entitlement. I cannot believe this is right here. Like literally right underneath the blocked third eye chakra. I can't make it up, fam. It says feeling betrayed because you didn't get what was somehow rightfully yours. This person felt entitled. And they used, and I'm going to say black magic, but I feel like this is spell work. Dark energies, low vibrational energies, manipulation with the ill intention. Black magic, whatever you want to call it, they use that. Negative energies are hindering your growth and success. It says cleanse yourself, defend yourself. What did I tell you about the Seven of Wands? Cleanse yourself, defend yourself against spiritual attacks, and remove harmful curses or any other form of black magic, while also cleansing and protecting yourself from further attacks. See what I'm saying? And then look, didn't I say it was detrimental to your health? For somebody here, it was. It was detrimental to your health, fam. I could keep going. I got the abuse of power next. Then I got the fear of losing control. Fear of failure. Didn't we talk about that? And a success vampire. It's the way these cards are sitting right here on the top. Like, that's wild to me. Yeah, this person, they abused their power because they feared losing you. Look at the puppet strings. Trying to control the outcomes in all aspects of your life. Then we got fear of failure. And that was what they played on. They knew that you would never fail your children. Or you ran away from the idea of failure. It says attempting to avoid failure is making you miss out on opportunities. Fam, this is the opportunity right here. Had you not taken advantage of this, you would have missed another opportunity. Wow. You would have missed out on another opportunity to have life to the fullest. Yeah, as soon as I pick up this deck, I get the globe. It says possibility. 11:11 on the clock. You could be seeing those numbers a lot. And when you were making this decision, when you were in this situation, when it had gotten, you know, real hot and heavy, you could have been seeing synchronistic numbers a lot. But this represents expansion. It was time for expansion and growth and peace. And we saw that with the rest and rejuvenation energy. You need, I'm telling you, fam, I'm talking to somebody here who you needed peace, because this situation was, I can see it here. Somebody here, you could be using yoga. I said using yoga. You could be, I mean, yoga has been very beneficial to you, or this could just be you meditating more. This is how you saw that it was time for you to move on. This is how you activated your third eye. By meditating. Yeah, it literally says that. To heal your third eye chakra, practice meditation. I can't make it up. I can't make it. I know it's backward, but I'm telling you, fam. You made the right decision. Oh, that's so crazy. I see the cowrie shells and I decided today to wear one. There's something about you. You are very abundant. You have a lot to give. And this is one of the reasons why somebody here wanted to control you and be a vampire to your energy. Because you got a lot to give. And somebody wanted it all to themselves. Like that Misery movie. Somebody wanted you all to themselves. Clear and concise message. All right, fam. Well, congratulations to whoever this is resonating with. Okay, you made the right decision. I know you know that. But some reason Spirit wanted to talk about you today. So I don't know. Maybe you're getting acknowledged for making a wise decision. Yeah, you took back. Oh, I love this. You took back your power. Come through. Come through. You took back your power. Whoever I'm talking to, you could be born on the 28th. You took action. There it is again. Action. Sunflowers could be significant for someone here. Somebody here could be 34. Yeah, you took action to overcome these adversities, to overcome these challenges. Somebody, yeah, change the number 5. You could be a life path 5. And then I got you were being divinely guided. And that's the star. And that's the star. And the star did come out in this reading. Now you're in alignment. Now you're in alignment with your true destiny and purpose. Don't it feel good? Like you have got to feel so much relief. Because I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You felt like you was failing in some way. Baby, no. No. You're not failing at all. This was the best decision you could have ever made for you and your children. Yep. Okay. Okay. Took back your power. I love this. I must say I love this. All right, fam. Let's look at some angel numbers to close this reading out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for your subscriptions. If you decided to subscribe today, welcome. Hit the notification bell too, fam, so that you don't miss another message. Something about the number 17. Thank you. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the hearts. There's something about a new beginning here. I'm seeing the number 17 and the number 9. The number 9 came up with this heartbreak energy. I'm seeing it here again, and it says new beginnings. It says, look out for an opportunity. Didn't we talk about that with the Ace of Pentacles? Didn't we talk about an opportunity here? Yeah. It says, look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up. Didn't I just ask, don't it feel good? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. Wow. Let's see. Ooh. And they're starting over. So we got two energies here. One saying new beginnings and one saying starting over. And I love how this is represented by the number 13, because 13 has always been associated with fear. Whoever I'm reading for, you faced your fear. You faced your fear. It says, step out of your comfort zone. You are about to change you are about to create something meaningful. All of your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profit. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. That's what I'm saying. That was part of the lesson here. Remember, I said part of the lesson was that you had to trust your own intuition. Yep. Nice, collective. Some of you guys could be seeing 444. I see 333. You could be seeing those angel numbers a lot. You are divinely supported and protected. Clear and concise message. Let me get one more. What's that? 2121. It says energy level. The day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy and remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. So the number 21 could be significant. But that is what I have for you, collective. I hope this message brought you clarity and confirmation, because that was my intention. But yeah, whoever I'm reading for, you definitely made the right decision. And I don't know, Spirit could be giving you your props. Shout out to you. You came out in this message for a reason. So that is what I have. I do offer personal readings, guys. If anybody's interested in a personal reading, you can go to my website, vibenationtarot.com. I do offer pre-recorded readings as well. So if you're interested in a pre-recorded reading with me, you can also go on my website and book a reading. Even though it has times on it, just book the reading and then send me a message that you would like it to be pre-recorded. But with that being said, enjoy your Friday. Be safe out there, fam. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. All right, fam. Peace.